This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Welcome to the campus of Alice Lloyd College here at the Perry Athletic Complex, and we're upstairs in the auxiliary gym as we will have the NCCAA Mideast Regional Semifinal of the Division II Volleyball tonight, presented to you by the Bank of Heinemann, and I'm Manus Blair, and I'm joined by Betty Von Cottle, and we have Boyce College of Louisville, and they will be facing Welch College of Gallatin, Tennessee, and the winner of this will play tomorrow for the championship versus Alice Lloyd College. Betty Von, college volleyball tonight, and we're going to see a little bit of difference. Of course, today, high school volleyball, the quarterfinals were played down in Winchester, but this is a different brand of volleyball.
It is. This one will be, the sets will probably be a lot lower. The game's going to be a lot quicker. Of course, the hits will be a little harder. It should be exciting, though.
Yeah, and, you know, you got older girls, too. You got some that's 22, 23 years of age, and any time. And these are some of the same girls we saw last year when we came over and did the tournament. And, of course, Alice Lloyd's had a really good season, and they got the number 1 seed. The number 2 seed went to Boyce, and the number 3 seed went to Welch. And last year we watched a very good match, and Boyce was able to come out on top and defeat Alice Lloyd in the finals last year here at Alice Lloyd College.
Yeah, and by looking at these rosters, you have quite a few kids from Kentucky on both of these teams.
Yeah, you have, and surprisingly, I know one of the girls here that plays for Welch, Keith Wright, that tunes into Hometown 24 from Nashville. His daughter went to high school with her, so it's a small world as we find out each time. And, of course, we've got kids here, and we'll mention their hometowns. We've got kids from Somerset. We've got kids from Richmond. We've got kids from Shelbyville. So a little bit of a Kentucky flavor. And, of course, Boyce being from Louisville, Kentucky, you would imagine that they would have some kids on there from Louisville, but they do not.
No, they're from North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, New York, and Kentucky.
So they've got a wide range of different players from different areas. So really looking forward to it. When you talk about Welch College, they're 6-16. Of course, they lost twice. No, excuse me, they lost twice to Alice Lloyd. They defeated Boyce the first time 3-2 and lost the second time at Boyce 3-0. So they split the matchups, and this is, of course, going to be the rubber match in a very important game for both teams.
Yes, and this is a good time for high school kids to be watching to see, you know, if they're interested in playing college sports, and if they're around here and they're maybe thinking about going to Alice Lloyd College, it'd be a good time to be sitting here watching, just to see, can I play? Do I have a chance to play there?
And, you know, the thing about it is as well, and tonight we're going to have some special angles for volleyball, and I think we may go Division I someday on our camera angles. But we've got it. If they need a review, we can clearly review the net and the touches tonight because we have a GoPro on there. So we've moved up big time here at Hometown 24.
Let me tell you something. These guys go all out. They can hook anything up.
So looking forward to a different angle tonight. And, you know, if you're a high school player, too, and you're in Knott County right now, Floyd County, the surrounding county, come out tonight. And if you can't get here due to the weather, come tomorrow at 12 o'clock and watch some really good volleyball.
Yes.
And just like Betty Von said, if you're interested or have the slightest inclination, you may come to Alice Lloyd for anything. Come over and enjoy the atmosphere of a college volleyball game.
And it is It is a step up from high school because I don't know, they move the ball a little bit better. It's like I said, it's a little quicker. Defenses are a little different, so you see a whole lot.
And the sheer athleticism of the teams too. And like I've said several times, TV really doesn't do it justice. You have to watch it live, but I mean, if you can't be here, we're the next best thing. But anyway, didn't mention Boyce's record. Boyce is 7-17 on the season. Of course, Boyce themselves, they had one player that I watched a whole lot the last day or two, Miss Sowers, and we didn't get to talk to anybody about her, but she's not going to be playing tonight. I don't know if it's injury-wise or whatever. I don't see her sitting anywhere. But small rosters, but really all you need in a way is 6, 7, 8 girls is all you really need.
That's true.
But you got to have that endurance that goes along with it. If this match goes like their first match, which went 5 sets, then endurance and conditioning plays a big part in that.
But if you look at both of these teams, they look like they're pretty physically fit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they move well. I watched both teams in 3 different matches today, and it showed a lot of their athleticism. And when you look at them, and I'll go through real quickly on Boyce, their number 1 kill specialist is Avery Green. She's a senior out of Chickamauga, Georgia, and she has 173. And a player that I mentioned, number 9, Alyssa Rao, is the safety setter, and she's also an optional hitter from Matthews, North Carolina, has 172. And she's also their leading setter. She has 279, and you can see her in warm-ups right here. She has really good size. She's 5'9", good size for a setter. She also leads the team in aces, service aces, and second in digs. And then, of course, last year we met Miss Molly Thurback, and she leads the team in digs as the libero. And Molly is a sophomore from Shelbyville, Kentucky. And then, of course, Miss Rao, she has 292 digs on the season. So I think you're going to see a lot of her. I don't think she's coming off the floor anytime soon. For Welch College, they're led and their number of kills by number 25, Zoe Lincoln. She is a senior from Nashville, Tennessee. And then second on the team, number 14, Michaela Pinkerman. She's a senior from Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Of course, like Miss Rao, Zoe Lincoln has the most assists and the most kills, and rarely do you see that anytime. But she has the most assists, along with the young lady from Somerset, Kentucky, junior, Aurelia Vala Alvarez. Ace-wise, they have 3 people with 22, which will include number 12, Hayden Walker, who is a sophomore from Albany, Georgia. The number of digs, of course, 158. Number 4, Zany McKnight, a freshman from Wabash, Indiana. And the block person is Michaela Pinkerman. So that's kind of a quick on who leads them in each category. And probably going to do the national anthem. If they do, then we'll take a little bit of break. And when we come back, we'll have the lineups, or they may do the lineups for the national. We'll wait on the PA person. So, thoughts, Betty Vaughn, about a college matchup here?
You know, we came over last year and really enjoyed it. It's just, it's the same game, but in college they play it different. You see a lot of different lineups, so it's pretty interesting. And
while we're thinking about lineups and things, today Shelby Valley played Louisville Assumption, and it was 25-5, 25-10, 25-15. But by the third set, they were getting acclimated to the speed and the stuff we were talking about, the speed of the game. But Louisville Assumption has all those Division I people, and most of them are sophomores, which is scary. So the PA announcer is getting ready, and I think they're going to do, if they do the announcements of the players, we'll just go through and let them know, everybody know where what their position is, and their hometown. But they're going to do the national anthem, so we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the lineups.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornets want to air it out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to the campus of Alice Lloyd College. As Welch College is going to be announced. Number 2 will be Addison McMillan, a freshman from Ripley, Mississippi. Number 4, Zanny McKnight, a freshman from Wabash, Indiana. Number 5, Kylie Greenwood from Collierville, Tennessee, and she's a freshman. Number 6, Lauren Mitchell, freshman from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Number 9, Aurelia Valla Alvarez, a junior from Somerset, Kentucky. Number 12, Hayden Walker, sophomore from Albany, Georgia. Number 14, Michaela Pinkerman, senior from Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Number 25, Zoe Lincoln, senior from Nashville, Tennessee. And now for Boyce, number 1, Natalie Truitt is a freshman from Paducah, Kentucky. Number 2, Caleb Wilson, freshman from Richmond, Kentucky. Number 3, Rachel Johnston from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Number 4, Avery Green, senior from Chickamauga, Georgia. Number 6, Molly Thurback, sophomore from Shelbyville, Kentucky. 7, Kate Willis, freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee. Number 8, Sophia Mueller, freshman from Winona Lake, Indiana. Number 9, Alyssa Brow from Matthews, North Carolina. Number 11, Sydney Syracuse, a junior from Newfane, New York. I think I got all of them.
You did.
And, of course, tonight's officials are provided by, of course, the NCCAA. And once again, this is the semifinals. The winner will play Alice Lloyd College tomorrow at 12 right here in the auxiliary gym. They are playing basketball down in the main gym, so found that out when we came in. They're going to be playing all weekend, so come and you can watch volleyball and you come and watch basketball as well.
Exactly.
Starting lineups for Boyce will be number 2, Caleb Wilson. Number 9 will be Elise Rao. Number 6, Molly Thurback. Number 1, Natalie Truitt. Number 8, Sophia Mueller. Number 4, Avery Green. And I think I got everyone for Welch. Number 4 will be Zany McKnight. Number 6 will be Lauren Mitchell. Number 25 will be Zoe Lincoln. Number 9 will be Aurelia Alvarez. Number 14, Michaela Pinkerman. And it looks like that Boyce. No. We've got Welch will start off, and number 12 will serve for Welch, and that is Hayden Walker. And when we're ready to go, Bets, it's going to be long, and that's service error, and that's going to be point for Boyce. Going back to serve number 9 will be Alyssa Rao. She is a junior. Like I said, she leads the team in service aces. Goes to Pinkerman. Lincoln outside down the line, and that's going to be a kill, and that kill is going to be a nice one by Nick McKnight, and that's going to be point Welch. Lincoln will go back to serve. Jump serve, and it's going to be a nice one. Nice up by Truitt, goes across the green, and that's going to be a kill for Boyce.
You can already see these sets are farther off the net, but both teams are still doing just like the high school. They're hitting lines and angles.
Syracuse will come in, and she came in for Mueller, and she will serve. She is a junior for the Lady Bulldogs. Pinkerman to backside, and that's going to be Mitchell, but nice job by Rao. They're back with the call. Green over the top of the double block. Mitchell gets to it. Lincoln pushes it. Back set goes to Truitt, lefty, and it's going to be a point for the Lady Bulldogs. 3-1. Thank you for joining us. We're in set number 1. Hit that like and share button. If you're a volleyball fan, share it with everybody else. And, of course, Sydney Syracuse will continue to serve. It's going to be the Lincoln backside, and that's going to be a push, but Rao was able to get to it. Truitt off the block. That time was Wilson. Short, but there was Green. Rao back to Green off the double block. Lincoln, Alvarez over the top, but we had a net violation. And that net violation was on Wilson of Boyce, so point Welch. Mitchell to serve. It was a heck of a serve, Betty Vaughn.
It was.
Down here close, we can see that. And Pinkerman, nice hit, but Rouse got to it. Third back goes to Truitt over the top, and it's going to be right on the line. Point, Boyce. Out of the lineup will go Wilson, and into the lineup will come Willis. I'll probably get that messed up before the night's out.
That's okay.
Lincoln outside to Pinkerman, goes over top with a soft one. Third back to Truitt. Nice shot, but Syracuse is there. Rao outside the green, over top of the double block, and that goes long. Points Welch. I think I got most of the names down, Pat. Took me a while. Took me a while. So now going back to serve for Welch will be McKnight.
And you can tell how strong Rao is in her hands by these sets.
Over the top, and that's going to be a kill by Willis. Point, Boyce. Very soft hands. Serve for Green, and it hits the tape, and it'll be point Welch on the service error. Alvarez will go back to serve for Welch. That's going to go long, point Boyce. Mueller will come in for Syracuse. It's going to be an overpass. Nope. She got to it. Free ball for Boyce. Goes backside to Rao on the double, and it's going to go off. And that's Greenwood that came in as Librero. I did not see her come in. 7-4, Truant to serve. Greenwood with the overpass, and it's going to be point, Boyce. Eight, 4. Greenwood unable to get to it again, and that's going to be another point for Boyce. It's that left hand serving again, Betts.
It is. It has that like a wicked spin, side spin.
Greenwood handles it that time. Bump set goes to Lincoln off over top of the double. Green backside. Then it comes down, and that's going to be a block by Lincoln and Pinkerman. Point Welch. Mitchell will come back in, and she will come in for Greenwood. Coach is kind of just talking to her a little bit, getting her to calm down here early in the match. Pinkerman goes down the line with an outstanding serve. Point Welch, 9-6 Boyce. And that's going to be right on the line, and that's going to be an ace. You can see why Pinkerman leads the team basically in aces for Welch. Nice movement on the volleyball. And once again, as I always do, so that's a service error. Going back to serve will be Willis for Boyce. 10-7. Oh, Pinkerman, Alvarez too close to the net. Oh, nice job by Lincoln, and Mitchell unable to get to it. Point Boyce. Wills to serve again. Nice floater, but it's going to go just a little bit long, and that's going to be an error. Point Welch. Walker to serve for Welch. Walker, a sophomore. And it's going to go off their back, and it's going to be point. Very aggressive serving by Welch.
It is. I figured the game would. I think the game speed will pick up a little as they settle down and start playing.
Green goes outside. Rao cuts it over the top. A nice job by McKnight. 3-meter hit by Truitt. Alvarez bump all the way across. Takes it over the top. There's Thurback. Cross to Rao. Off the block. Alvarez, Pinkerman. Lincoln over the top. A nice job by Green. Notice Thurback took her eye to see where the defense was. Wanting a lift and not going to get it. Nice rally. Lincoln over the top. Green, nice hit that time by Wilson. She got up quickly. Point
and she
Royce.
doesn't look to be that big, but she can get up.
She showed it right there.
Yeah, Truitt can get up. She's a smaller girl. She can get up.
Rao to serve at 12-9 Boyce. Alvarez, Lincoln backside here over the, tries to cut it short, but it comes up too short for McKnight. Point Boyce. Rao to serve again. That's going to float long, and that's going to be point Welch. You know, both of these teams drove a pretty good distance to Pippa Pass, Kentucky. About 3.5 hour drive from Louisville. Pass to Rao, jumps up there, tries to get it to Wilson. A little bit behind her. McKnight, somebody was in the net, and it was Wilson that was in the net for Boyce. Point Welch. About 4 hours and 45 minutes for Welch to get here to Pippa Pass. Nice lift up to it. McKnight. It's going to be an overpass. Alvarez tries to put it down. Call by Rao. Puts it in the corner, but there was Lincoln ready for it over the top. Wilson hits it into the net, and it's going to be point Welch.
You can tell these two teams have played each other. They know exactly where the ball's going.
I guess after you play like 2 matches and you play like 8, I guess, it was 8 sets,
Yeah.
you would. Rowell trying to catch him off on 2, unable to do so. Goes short. Nice job once again. Mitchell in the right place. Trying to get to it. Pinkerman with the arrow, and that's going to be point Boyce. Out will come Mueller, and in will come Syracuse, and she will serve. Thank you for joining us here at Alice Lloyd College. Pinkerman to Lincoln. Backside. Third back. Green over the top, looking for a touch, and there was a touch, and it will be Boyce. And maybe on our camera some time or 2 or 3, we may catch some of those touches. Floating serve to Pinkerman.
That's a nice little camera job.
Yeah. Gives us a different angle that we had during the volleyball season.
Exactly.
That one's going to go long. No touch on that one, and Welch will pick up the point, 15-13 Boyce. Mitchell will go back to serve. Mitchell, a freshman from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Man, she put some pepper on that one. Over the top, but there is Mitchell. Lincoln tries to do the 2, but miss-hit, and that's going to be a point for Boyce. Like I said, September 27th, Boyce defeated Welch 3-2, and on October 7th, it was Welch that turned the tide. Backside goes to Pinkerman and off the double block. Nice hustle. Good rally, free ball. Goes outside to Pinkerman. It's going to hit the go, and it's going to change the path, and it's going to be point Welch.
You know, Miles, I wonder when they change the ball movement like they're doing in college down to high school where they have that extra ball. When it's a dead ball, you just let it go. You have balls sitting on the side getting ready to be played.
Speeds everything up.
It does.
Rowell, nice job. On 2, and not going to get to it. Nice rally. Outside goes to Truant, and somebody was in the net, and yes, there were, and that was Welch, number 12. Walker was in the net. 17-14 Boyce. I promise I won't say 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. I keep looking up there sometimes. Got into basketball mode here this week. Alvarez is going to hit it long, looking for the touch, and Captain Pinkerman is going to ask for the touch, and she's not going to, nope.
Now, I didn't see the ball go lift. I just seen it come down.
So that's a point for Boyce. Backside goes to Alvarez. She gets up, but she's going to hit it long. And Welch is going to call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Welcome back to Alice Lloyd College after Welch calls the timeout at 19-14 here in the first set. Green will continue to serve. Green, a senior from Chickamauga, Georgia. Pinkerman off the top of the double block. Outside goes to Rowell over top. Greenwood with up. And Walker will hit it into the net, and that will be 20-14 Boyce. Green with the serve. Back set goes to Alvarez over the top. Truitt was there. Backside Truitt, she wasn't ready for it, but she hits a nice over the top. Push into the corner, and that's going to go wide. Point Boyce. Even after the timeout, Boyce picks up 2 points here, 21-14. Welch about to get away from him.
That was a good push, though, by Welch.
Nice serve by Green. And that's going to stretch it out to the biggest margin, 22-14. That one's going to go long, and that's going to be a point much needed by Welch. Alvarez to serve. Bump. It's going to be a Truitt hits it. Like the way she hits that with top spin.
Yes.
Lincoln off the double block. Greenwood there. Goes backside. Pinkerman off the top of the block. Single block on the outside. Double block Rao, and nobody can contain that one. Point Boyce as they move close to closing out set number 1. Truitt to serve, freshman from Paducah, Kentucky. Backside goes to Pinkerman down the line, third back with a stop. Rao down the line, and it's out. Point Welch. Mitchell will come in as Greenwood will go out. Pinkerman to serve. Third back. Gives it up. Nice single block by Mitchell. Pinkerman will continue. Got to have a bunch for Welch. Rao over the top. Stop that time. Nice play by Walker to keep it alive. Goes to Rao. Pinkerman. It's going to be bump over free ball. Green goes short, but Walker's there. Alvarez outside to Lincoln over the top. And it's going to go wide. Point Welch as they stay alive again.
Lincoln from Welch seems to be the go-to person. She hits the ball pretty hard.
And, you know, she leads them in, and that's going to go long, which will set point number 1 for Boyce. Third back will go out, and in will come Wilson. Willis to try to sit. And we have a little bit of a consultation. And I think the explanation was satisfactory. Trying to close it out here. Bump set goes to Lincoln. She will push it, but able to get to it was true, and it's going to be a free ball. Alvarez all the way across the Lincoln. She goes short, but Rao's there. Green backside down off the 2, but able to get to it was McKnight. And a kill that time by Pinkerman, and it will lead to set point number 2 as Welch will serve now. Walker to serve. Throw back in, and Willis will go out. Green outside, and it's going to be a double hit through the net. Third back goes outside to Rao. Rao off of Walker, and that will end set number 1. Boyce wins it 25-19. And when we come back, we'll have set number 2. So stay with us on Hometown 24.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Alice Lloyd College as the NCCAA Mideast Regional Semifinal of Division II Volleyball has gone through set number 1, and Boyce came out on top 25-19, and we were kind of talking, Bets, about the defense that both of these teams exhibit, and hardly a ball hits the floor for either of these 2 teams.
And you can tell that they're not afraid to give up free balls because their defense is so good. They expect to get they expect to play it. And they're not setting low sets. I figured they would run a lot of low sets, but they're not. They're trying to run that low set to the middle, but the outside sets are high.
Getting the alignments and everything going. Welch College was founded in 1942, I found out today. Got around 400 to 500 students, so nice little number.
You know, you can tell these people that doesn't have to work 5 days a week for a living.
Are you pointing that toward me?
Well, very possible.
I am, but I'm doing TV 5 days a week. Seems like anymore.
Okay.
Boys will start off. Rowell will serve. Pinkerman with the up. Lincoln goes across over the top of the double block that time by McKnight. Down the line, and Green with the kill. Nice start by Boyce. Forgot to mention the coaches. Coach Hannah Kinnemer for Boyce. Nice up. She goes the short set, and that was Mitchell, and that's going to be out. But there was a touch, and that touch was by Green, and that's going to be a point for Welch. Lincoln to serve. Nice jump serve. Man, she's got the power on that. It's going to be a free ball. Call that time by True, and goes to Rowell and over the top, and it's going to go wide by Wilson just a bit. Point Welch. Welch is coached by Mr. Greg Fallbush. Forgot to mention his name earlier. Overpass Mitchell, and she's going to hit it wide, and it's going to be point. It was like a big, giant, what am I thinking? Something that you can hit, and she just saw it coming. I call it a big watermelon.
A beach ball.
Yeah, like a beach ball. Thank you. I couldn't think of anything right there, but she just mistimed it. Walker Lincoln all the way across to Alvarez, and that's going to go long. Point Boyce.
Alvarez, you can tell, is getting under the ball and having to hit it from behind, so she can't follow all the way through.
Syracuse will serve. Lincoln short set off the double block that time by McKnight. Will score the point. Mitchell will serve. Syracuse bump set. Green hits it over the top. Mitchell there. Lincoln goes to Pinkerman, double block. Alvarez back to Pinkerman in the middle. Lincoln, nice job. And it's going to go long. A lot of power behind that from Pinkerman. Welch goes ahead 4-3. We are in set number 2. Nice play. Rao with an unbelievable get for the, and that's going to go long from Alvarez, hitting her, and that's going to be point Boyce. My health and PE instructor was from Syracuse University. He would love Sydney Syracuse's name. And that's going to be an error, and that will go to Welch. Mr. Donald F. Staffo. McKnight with serve, and that's going to go long. Point's going to go to Boyce. And that will tie it up at 5 apiece.
Both teams are having quite a few service errors right at the moment.
And nice job by Pinkerman. No, there's pancake. I was giving the point up. Over the top, and it's going to be a point. Welch relaxed on that one. And that's going to be a point for Boyce. I'd already given the point up. Green will serve again, and that's going to be a point. 7-5. Free ball for Boyce. Green over the top. Nice job by Walker. Truant hits it in the net. Point Welch. Alvarez to serve. Short set over the top. Able to get to it was Lincoln. Lincoln down the line, but there was Green. Truitt with a wide cut. Lincoln short. Rao into the double block, and it's going to go wide. Point Boyce. In will come Mueller, and out will go Syracuse. Truitt to serve. Off the double block, point, Welch. Pinkerman to serve.
Number 25, Lincoln, puts a lot of power on those hits, and some of those are just like knuckleballs. They come off her hands so flat.
And, you know, she don't have a great deal of length, but she's got a lot of power.
Yes, she does.
Rao cuts it. Walker was able to be there. I thought he was going to get her there for a second. Backside set down the line, but there was McKnight. Mitchell tries to hit it off the block. Rowell. Alvarez backside to Walker. Man, what the defense. I'm amazed. It's going to be a free ball. Alvarez calls, goes to Lincoln on 2, trying to catch him off. Rowell down the line, Pinkerman. Mitchell, and that's going to be a point for Boyce. I don't know how many balls were hit in that rally.
I don't either, but I like both teams plays unreal defense.
Willis will go back to serve. In will come Kalen Wilson. Bump set, goes back to Lincoln, hits it off the first. Lincoln's getting up there in the middle block. Alvarez outside to Lincoln, hits it short, she gets the roll. The net was kind.
That's
Point
what you
Welch.
call just losing sight of the ball.
Yeah.
It laid up there, and I guess they thought it was coming back on this side.
That one almost with a little puff of wind would have went either direction. Air conditioning cutting on. Outside, Lincoln with it. Alvarez back to Lincoln behind the 3-meter line, and it's going to go wide. Point Boyce. 10-8. We're here in set number 2. Boyce won set number 1, 25-19. The winner will advance to tomorrow's finals at 12 against the Alice Lloyd College Lady Eagles. And that one's going to go long, and that's going to be point Welch. Lincoln will serve. Our football game should be about getting ready to go over at Harlan County.
With the monsoon?
Yeah, with the monsoon, probably about that time. Excellent serve by Lincoln. Thurback unable to get in front of it. Well, she got in front of it, unable to get to it, to contain it and pass it. It's going to be Mitchell's going to go up. Nice job by Green getting her hand on it. Goes center off the block. Nice job. It's going to be hustle on both sides. Over the top, and is it on the line? And it's going to be point for Green and the Bulldogs. You know, back in the old days, they used to keep a little towel in their shorts and wipe it up. I'm thinking in the next 2 or 3 minutes, we're going to have moisture everywhere. People diving everywhere on the floor. Thurback with a call. Bump set outside to Truant off the block of Mitchell. Pinkerman off the double block. Nice hit. Trying to catch him off. Green does not do that. 3-meter hit by Lincoln. Green, Thurback. Cut shot down. Excellent shot by Truant.
It was. Lincoln has an excellent roll. Watch her, what top spin she has on this ball. Every hit.
So you think it's going out of bounds and it drops.
Right.
Off the block, and we've got somebody in the net, and it was Wilson. I think that's the 3rd time she's been in the net. Mitchell to serve at 12-11 Boyce. Rowell outside going to Truitt. Nice, getting it up by Alvarez. She's going to hit it on over. Free ball. Goes back to Wilson and Rowell with a double block. Comes across. Hits through the net, and it's going to be a double hit called on Pinkerman. Point Boyce. And Welch is going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him here on Hometown 24.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, They know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Welcome back to Alice Lloyd College campus as Coach Farbush calls a timeout at 13-11. Boyce taking ill forward to get down 2 sets here. They're back ready to serve. Goes across, Pinkerman. Outside, Greenwood, Alvarez, Lincoln. You're right, Betty Vaughn. Everything Lincoln hits, and that's going to be a block by Pinkerman, able to get to it. Tries to cut it, does Truitt, and it's going to be point for Welch.
Yeah, you seen Lincoln was flat-footed on that ball, and it still goes down. Yeah, it's got a major top spin, and it just drops.
Green with a call. It's going to be a free ball as Truitt hits it across. Walker hits it, no touch, and it's going to be point for Boyce. Green to serve. Bump goes to Pinkerman. She hits it backhand, almost caught him off guard. Backside goes to Alvarez, push to the deep corner. Green gets to it. Throw her back, Truitt down the line, but McKnight. McKnight's going to hit it way behind the 3-meter line. Off the double block. Walker can't get to it. Point Boyce. Move out to a 3-point lead, 15-12. Thank you for joining us on Hometown 24. 40 years of your local coverage of all sports. McKnight. Pinkerman off the double block, and that's going to be a point, much needed by Welch.
Now both teams have settled down, and they're actually receiving and passing the ball extremely well.
Alvarez to serve. Middle hit, and it's going to go long. Asking for a touch, no touch to be found. Welch with a point. Greenwood, the libero, is about like me. She bounces around. Third back goes to Green all the way across to Rao. Nobody there, and that's going to be a major kill for Rao. She put a lot behind that one.
Yeah, and she got up.
She definitely got up. Truitt to serve as Syracuse goes out of the match. Floater to Greenwood. And they got it across. Walker able to get to it. Outside once again. And Alvarez comes through, and it's going to be her hands, and it's going to be point for Boyce. 17-14. Floating serve to Lincoln. Bump set. Lincoln into the double block. Pinkerman ready for it. And Rao hits it off of Lincoln. Point Boyce. Got a 4-point deficit now. Another floater to Greenwood. Bump set. Pinkerman times it perfectly. Truitt off of Pinkerman's block, stays on Welch's side, point Boyce.
Nice time, and that's, you know, that hit behind the 3-meter line is a hard time, and she was on that. She was just a foot away from the net.
Truitt serves once again. She hits that floater. Lincoln hits it in the net. Point, Boyce. I think Coach Fallbush has used both timeouts, so I don't think he can call another one. Am I correct in saying that?
I think so.
Floater goes outside to Pinkerman down the line, and we're going to have, I think it was Rowell that was in the net. Mitchell will come in. Greenwood will go out. Pinkerman to serve. 2015. Mueller with a nice up. Rowell off the double block. Nice shot. I thought we was playing hockey there for a second. Outstanding job. That is legal, by the way.
That's the first kick we've seen this year.
And, of course, it's going to win the point. So we give Zany McKnight the award for the kick. And everybody's smiling about it, but it was effective. Middle to Willis. Alvarez outside to Lincoln over the top, and that's going to go long, and it's going to be Boyce point, 21-16. Kate Willis, the freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee, will serve. Alvarez middle to Lincoln over the single block, goes off of Truant. Point, Welch. Walker to serve. Bump set goes backside over the top. Blocked by Mitchell, but it's going to go wide, and it's point Boyce. 5-point lead, 22-17 in set number 2. Boyce trying to close out, and I get that 2-0 advantage. McKnight off the double block. Lincoln tried to draw it, and she does. Net kind of slowed it down, but she got the point.
Lincoln's done a nice job of hitting the ball and moving it to different places.
Off the block of Mitchell, and it's going to be point. Smart play by Wilson.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan.
23-18, and Mueller will go out. Syracuse in, and she will serve, needing 2 points to close out the set. Lincoln outside to Alvarez. Rowell, Green, and that's going to go long. Trent getting her socks and shoes, reckon that was for a delay purpose.
I've seen a lot of that.
True, and that's going to drop right in the coffin corner for the point, and that will send us to set point number 1 for the Lady Bulldogs. Thoroughback will try to close out set number 2. Lincoln bump set Pinkerman over the top of the double block. Truant down the line. Walker will get to it. Greenwood, good reflexes. Oh, my. That was very smart play by Pinkerman. They were ready for it, though. Goes off the hands of Greenwood, and that will end set number 2, and it will be 25-19 Boyce. And when we come back, we'll have set number 3 to see if Boyce can close it out. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Bad. Welcome back to the campus of Alice Lloyd College. As we have had two sets, and Boyce has won both of those sets 25-19. This is the Mideast Regional Semifinal of the NCCAA Division II Volleyball. And if Boyce can win one more set, they will face Alice Lloyd College. And as I let that horn go down, that's a loud horn.
It is.
That's a good one. Here in the auxiliary gym. Our auxiliary gym when I was here was over on the backside of the Grady Nutt Athletic Center, and it had a hard tile floor. So when you played basketball over there and you fell,
it hurt.
It hurt, and you remembered it the next day. So Welch is trying to extend the match, trying to get it into the third, fourth, and fifth. They did that the first time they played. Boyce won the first two sets, and then they won the next two, and then was able to win the third one. So they've done it. Let's see if they can do it again.
Because their arrows are just simple arrows that they're making. But you just can't make that many arrows in a game.
And we don't have the official stats. We'll probably have them maybe after the match, but they didn't print us one anyway. Over the top of the double block, and that's going to go in, and that's Wilson. She got up way up there in the rafters.
You know, I was getting ready to say, if you look at these girls, they're not 6-footers, but they can jump.
Well, that's the difference in major college, too.
Right.
Not that these girls, after they played 3 or 4 years, could not have played it. And Wilson can get up like nobody can.
And a lot of athletes just want to be close to home.
Exactly. Even though some of these are from a good distance.
But it may just be because it's a smaller college and they knew they'd get to play more.
And it has Christian beliefs, and,
right.
And they being Christian.
Right, exactly.
And with 1-1 as Lincoln will go back to serve. And it's going to go wide. Point Boyce. Syracuse will come in, and Mueller will go out. And, of course, Boyce is on the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary down there in Louisville. Been there before. That's going to be an overpass. Oh, my. Smart play by Rao, and that's going to be a point for Boyce.
You know, if you look, Rao is the tallest player on the team in the setter.
She's 5'9".
Yeah.
And she's the tallest one.
Yeah.
She can do a little bit of everything, like I said in the pregame. Mitchell blocked. Double block that time by Green. And that girl I was talking about, that jumping jack, Wilson.
And that's not the start that Welch wanted Boyce to start with in the third game, being 2-0.
Definitely not. Syracuse to Pinkerman. Let's see if they can get it going here. Rao sets it up, and it's going to be long. No touch, and it's going to be Welch's point. Mitchell to serve. Rao goes outside, threw it over top, but Walker's there. Lincoln with a hustle. It's going to be a free ball. Pinkerman's a very intelligent young lady on the, and then she does the set. She's the biggest one on their team. Backside goes to Truant over top of the double block. Lincoln tries to go with one hand, point Boyce. Mitchell will go out and Greenwood will come in. 5-2 here in set number 3. Bump set outside to Pinkerman. Green through the hands. Alvarez down the line. Rao had their back, goes outside. Off the block, but Alvarez put it back in play. Point Welch on the error.
I don't think Green realized how far away from the net she was when she rolled that ball.
Outside down the line, but able to get to it was McKnight. Alvarez right in the corner. Point Welch. McKnight to serve again. Oh, Pinkerman, one hand push down. Walker over the top, they're back to it. Outside the green, off the block of Alvarez, but it doesn't cross. Point, Boyce. Hopefully the weather has moved through for all the football games tonight. Greenwood backside goes to Alvarez over top. Green saves it. Rao draws it, but Greenwood's right where she needed to be. Push in the corner, and it's going to go wide. Point goes to Boyce.
Good idea. She just missed it.
Lincoln back set. Pinkerman. Green's there, but it hits the beam and comes straight down. Point Welch. Alvarez to serve. Alvarez from Somerset, Kentucky. Off the block, and it's going to come across. I don't know how it did. And Alvarez is going to touch it. I thought it may have been going long. Point Boyce. Truitt to serve. Nice up by Lincoln. Back into the set, and that's going to be a point. 8-6, Boyce. Pinkerman to serve. Mitchell's in. Greenwood comes out. Willis with a nice hit, but was stopped on the single block. Lincoln hits into the double. It's going to go wide, and that's going to be a point for Boyce. Hope you're liking the net angle that we have tonight. It's making Jeremiah work hard over here, changing all the camera angles. Alvarez back set. Block and tries to get to it, but Walker with a kill. Point Welch. Throwback will come back in. Willis will go out. Walker to serve. Green outside, Wilson to the top, but Pinkerman, Lincoln going to have a joust coming. No, Wilson was able to get to it first on two, but Lincoln got to it. Pinkerman, Lincoln, somebody was in the net, and it was Mueller, I believe. Yep. Walker to serve again, and that's going to go long. Point Boyce. Rowell to serve. Free ball for the Lady Bulldogs. It comes through and got a little bit too much of it.
Right.
It can get over top of it. Point Welch.
Man, does she have a serve.
Yeah. Oh, nice hit by Green, and got around the double block for the point for Boyce. Syracuse will come in. Mueller will go out. Syracuse will serve. Hope you're enjoying this college match from Alice Lloyd College. Tomorrow we'll be right here about 11:50, raring ready to go tomorrow for the final. Alvarez. Syracuse with a deep cut. Double block that time by Welch. Moves the ball, but Truant hits it into the net. Mitchell to serve. Man, she hits that ball hard.
Yeah, that ball looked like it just came straight out of her hand with no rise.
Of course, you have an advantage when you're 5'10" or 5'11", and she may be borderline 6 foot. So you got a little bit of an advantage there. Ties it up at 11 apiece. Man, just wide. Point Boyce. Throw back to serve. Backside over the top, but there's Molly. She was right there. Over the top, Green. Lincoln push. Good call that time by Green. It's going to be a free ball, and it's going to be won by Rowell when it hits the. Once again, the net was kind to her.
And have you noticed that these two teams, I guess, are more equipped or more ready to get that little tip that's been going, that's being put over the blockers' heads. High school,
especially on the double block.
High school teams have a hard time covering that.
But if you're watching, they're all moving at one time.
Right.
You never see anybody standing still. Alvarez is going to hit it long. Point Boyce. You know, we can see Boyce better because we're on this side, but when I'm sitting here watching, nobody is just standing watching.
And you don't see anybody standing up. Everybody's constantly moving.
Outside, and Truitt's going to put it down. Point for Boyce. 15-11, and Welch can ill afford. That's a 4-0 run for the Lady Bulldogs. Lincoln goes outside to Pinkerman. Green, and that's going to be right on the line. Point Boyce. And it's going to be a timeout by Coach Falbish, and we'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
They'll take the cup. If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Welcome back to the campus of Alice Lloyd College as Welch calls the timeout. Can ill afford to give up any more points at 16-11. Alvarez. Green. And it's not going to cross, and that's going to be point for Welch, so the timeout works. McKnight to serve. Rowell with a bump. In system that goes with a 2, but Rowell was able to get back to her position. Truitt, McKnight, Alvarez hits it over on 2. Cross the green. McKnight through the rafters, didn't touch anything. Pinkerman with the power, and it's going to hang. No, it's playable. Oh, my. And they're going to win the second point of the night where something like that occurred.
Right.
Sometimes things just don't work out for you. And evidently that's anything to the basketball goes can be played. I guess I do see a volleyball. No, that's not a volleyball. That's a standard up there. I thought it was a volleyball stuck. Alvarez, and that one's going to go long, and that's going to be point Boyce. Greenwood hustles down. Walker's going to get it across, but it's going to go wide, and that's going to be point Boyce, 19-12. And that one's going to go long, point Welch. Syracuse back. Oh, my.
That was a nice cut.
We had the right angle on that one.
She went straight toward the net and cut that ball left.
And we were looking straight down the line at it. Truitt with an excellent shot to make it 20-13, and she will serve. Pinkerman off the double block. They're saying there was not a block, and it's going to be another point for Boyce. (21-13). Free ball. In system, Green will give it up, and it will be to Rowell, and that will all work. 22-13.
Rowell gets up so high, she goes up over the double block.
And we're going to have another timeout by Coach Farbush, and we'll take another timeout on Hometown 24.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome back after the timeout by Welch College. Mideast Blair with Betty Von Cottle, 22-13 in set number 3. Boyce looking to close it out real quickly here. And
yeah, they've had some good volleys. Just Boyce is, I'm going to say their hitting percentage is quite a bit higher.
Serve's going to go sail long, 22-14, and back into the game comes Mitchell. Johnston in the game for the first time for Boyce. Outside, and that's going to be off the touch, and that's going to be point. Wilson will come back in. 23-14. Willis to serve, and she'll serve it in the net. Point Welch. Walker to serve. And that knuckled. Watch out, girl. And I'm going to call her safe.
Right.
That was a good slide.
That was a good slide.
I bet she's played some softball in her lifetime. 23-16. Nice serve by Walker. Johnston with it up. Goes outside. Wilson. Mitchell on 2, but Green was getting back. Over the top. Walker bumps it. Goes to Rowell, and that's going to be right on the line. And that's going to be setting up match point number 1. They did not like the call. Players thought it was long. We, from our vantage point, could not tell. 24-16 as the Captain Pinkerman goes over to talk to the R1 official. And this is match point number 1. And that's going to go long, and that will end the match at 25-16. 3-0 as Boyce will advance tomorrow to face Alice Lloyd College at 12 o'clock. And our Alice Lloyd College player of the game will be number 9?
Yes, number 9 starts out.
Number 9, Elise Rowell will be our Alice Lloyd College player of the game. And Betty Vaughn, quick work by Boyce. A lot of things did not happen for Welch.
As well as these two teams play defense and hit the ball, you really have to wonder how good Alice Lloyd is to be seeded number 1 in this.
Yeah, so the number 1 and number 2 seeds will face each other tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And if you can't be here, join us here on Hometown 24. I'm kind of whispering. They're doing prayer out the circle between the teams.
And I love to see that.
Always a good show of sportsmanship and their spirituality. And want to thank Alice Lloyd College for inviting us over, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you to all the Hometown 24 crew as usual, and hopefully you like the GoPro net line call, and hopefully you got a few good shots of that. And Betty Vaughn, any other words before we get off here?
No, I was well pleased with just the game. Like you said, I like that you mentioned that they were never, ever standing still on when the ball was on their side or on the other side. They were continuously moving.
So with all that being said, and we're going to end early on a Friday night for the first time in quite some time. So with that being said, I'm going to say thank you for tuning in to Hometown 24, and we'll be back tomorrow around 11:50. So join us on Hometown 24, and good night and God bless.